Ladies and gentlemen, SuckItUpUSA.com presents Suck It Up MMA Live. No excuses, no quit. With your hosts, positioned firmly in front of the control board, and out of the red corner, Tom McManus! Across the desk, and out of the blue corner, Larry the Professor Sheely!
Terry Blackburn, the polar bear out of Middleburg, is our guest here during our MMA segment every Thursday in the 8 o'clock hour on Tom McManus Uncensored. He had a big night a couple weeks ago at Art of Fighting 15, him a winner by knockout himself. He's out of Middleburg. His nickname's the Polar Bear, and he joins us here on Tom McManus Uncensored. Polar Bear, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going, fellas?
It's going great, man. Thanks so much for joining us on the show, and congratulations on your Art of Fighting 15 victory, Polar Bear. That was awesome.
Man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you stepping out of class, too, to talk to us, Polar Bear. But, hey, I wanted to ask you a question. What's that thing with the beard you got going there? That's a checkerboard? What's the deal, man? Talk to me.
It's funny, man, because I've done a lot of different beards, a lot of different weird styles. It's taken some time. Some of them. That was probably one of the easiest ones, and that got the most attention. It was tripping me out.
Isn't that something? Yeah, it's kind of like a checkerboard-looking thing.
Yeah,
but
I know.
It looks like if I tried to grow one myself, that doesn't fill in, which would happen. So, but yours looks a heck of a lot better. I'd stick with that,
man.
Hey,
polar bears are supposed to be hairy. I mean, that's what they are.
That's
just
true.
Hairy.
I wasn't thinking. Well, he's big.
Funny. I get a lot of guys, they'll be like, or a lot of, especially the girls and stuff, they'll be like, oh, it looks like a tiger. And I got to correct them. Like, no, it's just polar bear. It's polar bear fault.
Hey, well, thanks for donning the Suck It Up MMA shirt on Facebook. We've shared it all over our network, and it looks like you had a great workout in it because it's drenched in sweat, Polar Bear.
Absolutely, man. You know, it's usually we try and take like a week off after the fight, but I didn't take too much damage. So, and I got one of my wrestling coach, Jamie Harrison. He's got a fight coming up. Actually, it's a pretty big fight up in Maine. They got Tim Sylvia headlining it. So
good.
Yeah, up there in I can't even think of it. Maine fighting, something like that. But it was so he's got to get ready. So we couldn't really take the week off, and I had my shirt on, and I was actually coming by the gym. I was gonna be like, "Hey guys, what's going on? I'm about to leave, go home."
They put you to work, huh?
You got to get here to work out. Yeah, put me to work, man. So I was like, name of the game, if you ain't going to work out, don't show up.
and that's the thing about MMA. I mean, the team aspect. You're part of that team. Even though you just had a fight, you guys are dedicated to helping each other out and getting them ready for the rigors of the fight. Yeah,
absolutely. That's what I love the most, man. I love my team, man. We've been together we came together probably 4 or 5 years ago. We added on a few other guys, and it's just like you said, Tom. It's a team, man. It's you get each other ready, you push each other, you motivate each other. Some people don't want to be in there at that time. That's when the other guys got to step up because they're going to have the same days, and you got to step up for them. So.
Terry, talk about your knockout victory at Art of 15, man. How did that all go down, and what was going through your mind and emotions as it was happening?
Oh, it was wild, man. It was we had a pretty good battle in the first round. And I got a couple of shots. I saw him kind of moving like he didn't want to get hit. So I knew his background was really on the ground. And with my new wrestling ground game, a lot of people underestimate it, but he went for the ground. So like I said, we were back and forth a little bit. So when we talked to the corner, was just that's what we thought he was going to do. I wouldn't expect him to try and do a flying knee or nothing, but I saw him. He went up, and when he went up, man, I just saw the chin. All right.
You nailed it. It was beautiful.
I tried to, got it. And like I said, my striking's gotten a lot better working with Gene Batista in there.
Yeah.
So,
we know Gene very well. First Coast full contact.
That's right.
Man.
Team Riot.
Sir.
Team Riot.
Yes, sir.
Love it over there.
Beautiful.
So were you a wrestler to begin with, Terry?
No, sir. I'm a true blue striker, man.
Okay.
If I can keep it standing up, that's where I like to go. But it's really funny because I've always hated, I knew I had to learn it because of this game. You can't miss out on any aspect in MMA. They'll punish you. So you got to know everything.
How did you get into MMA? What got you started?
Actually, you know what? It's funny because, I watched it a lot. I liked it. I did a lot of, I started off probably like everybody else, as a little kid in Taekwondo, which I really give a credit to kicks and stretchability and stuff and the discipline. But I really got into it mainly because I was tired of being stupid and getting into, street fights. And you just had that aggression anyway. So. Right. I got into the gym, and the funny part is it really actually most people, they'll have a hard time with their old ladies or their women and stuff. They're like, you're out at the gym too much. You do this, you do that, and it actually saved my marriage.
Did it really? Nice.
Good
That's
for you.
Good to hear.
She'll tell me, go to the gym, go work out, and then once I can get paid for it, then they're really on your side.
Exactly.
Bring home the bacon by fighting.
Absolutely.
Now, I was going to say, did you grow up in Middleburg, Terry? Are you from that area?
No, I do. I actually went to Orange Park, the rival.
Okay. I was going to say.
My wife went to Middleburg.
You got to fight to go in and out of Middleburg. I understand. So that's how you get in MMA, right?
Absolutely.
Now, Terry, when did the nickname Polar Bear? Talk about the genesis of that. I love it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I actually it got solidified twice because one was actually in high school. We got into a fight, and it was the first time I ever had a guy pull he had pulled a double-bladed axe out on me. Freaked me out, man. And I was always on all my buddies because they smoked cigarettes and all that. I was all about the sports and stuff, and so I freaked out, and I was kind of nervous, and he tried to give me a cigarette, and I took 2 puffs and turned ghost white and passed out. I was like, God, forget that. Y'all are crazy. They wake up, and I have no shirt on. They're like, you look like a big-ass polar bear on the couch there. I was like, okay. So that started in high school, and then when I joined the military, I did combat search and rescue. And we jump out of helicopters and swim and stuff. And we were in some really cold water in the Gulf when we did our SAR jumps, and me and my other buddy was like, man, this ain't cold. Everybody else was freezing and shaking. So I took my wetsuit off, and it's like, man, you look like a polar bear playing in the Arctic water. It's like, man, I'm stuck with it now.
That's great. It's a great nickname, no doubt about it. When you knock your opponent out, man, you can be called whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, that big big paw he's stuck in that guy's face worked.
All right, what's the future for you, Terry? What's next for you, and what's the ultimate goal?
Hey, I'm trying to get through school to get my become an RN and. But I'm, trying to stay on the. I kind of hate it, because it's such a diverse thing. You got to really put on the back burner. Because when you train, you really have to dedicate to training, especially with these elite fighters and the pros. Everybody's there for a reason, so you really have to dedicate. So it's hard to juggle it with school, but I'm trying to do it right now. But I really want to get a couple more fights. I want to get a title, just as everybody else does. But I'm looking at definitely fighting on the Art of Fighting when they come back to Jacksonville on the September 8th.
Nice. Now, David Yost was the heavyweight that won at the end of the night. How would you compare yourself to him?
Yost is a beast, man. He's a knockout artist, man. I like Yost. We have a lot of similarities. I think he's good on the ground. He's comfortable on the ground. I'm comfortable good on the ground. Both of us would rather keep it standing, And he's a stand-up guy. Like I said, just to be able to talk and hang out with him, he's the guy's a trip.
Well, that's fantastic. How about this weekend? What are you thinking? Are you going to check that out? 146 with a heavyweight.
Oh yeah, I actually got to bounce, so I get to watch it for free. But I gotta keep the area safe and secure. So.
Isn't bouncing great, man? I used to love bouncing when I was younger. It is
fun, man.
It keeps you on your toes, too. You're just training.
Absolutely.
You're just training, Polar Bear. That's all. A little bit of training for you.
I always like the free beer, though. That's the part I like
free
about
beer
the free beer.
Throwing guys out on their ass was always fun.
It's a great thing. The funny part is that 9 times out of 10, just, being a heavyweight size and everything, the guys always want to come up and be like, man, I bet you like to crush heads. It's like, dude, if I can sit here and watch y'all have a good time and watch these fights and have a beer, I'm great. And it freaks them out. They're like, what? It's like, I go somewhere to go pound faces in, If I have to pound yours in, then you made a stupid decision. But,
Right.
You live and you learn, I guess. But.
Well, and you guys, everyone we've interviewed, including yourself, you're a humble guy. I mean, you're confident, obviously, for what you've been through, but you're not looking for fights out there in the street. You fight for a living, so all that other stuff is garbage.
Yeah, like I said, that's what I said. I'm done with all that crap. It's like I'm tired of, plus you take the chance of going to jail and money.
Absolutely.
You got to pay that. Then you bust your hands up. You get cut. You get shot, stabbed. Nobody
no good
can
in
take
any of that
anymore. And
well,
nobody can take a butt whooping anymore. They always want to. If they do get a butt whooping, back in the day, you go and shake hands, drink a beer afterwards. But nowadays, it's such a I guess a mind screw or something. They got to go get a gun or get 20 other guys and stuff. And it's like, I get my butt beat every day in the gym, and so that's all I need.
That's all you need. Yeah, it keeps you out of trouble too. Go to the gym, and plus you're at a point now you're affecting a lot of others. I saw a lot of children at the end of the evening following.
Absolutely.
You had a great following, and I love the way you were working with the kids.
Oh yeah, those are my favorite fans, man, because they're the most honest, the true. They come up to you, That's why I like, especially when you see them. It takes a lot of courage to come up. I remember back in the day when wrestling, the WWF and all that stuff was real big. You see one of those wrestlers, you're just like, whoa, you don't want to go up to them. You just be nervous. That's why, if I see one or any, I just want to go right up to them. Say, what's going on, guys? Give them a hug. Say, what y'all doing? Make sure you're doing good in school. And,
you were great with them.
You guys set that example. They're the ones that are going to be taking care of us when
That's
we're older.
That's a great message, Polar Bear. That's a great message. All right, who do you like in the fight, the main event? You like Mir or Dos Santos this Saturday?
Man, I was listening to you guys earlier, man. I'm a big Dos Santos fan. He's a striker.
I knew you would be.
I think I actually met him when he was going. Well, actually, I'm sorry, I didn't. My mom got his autograph on a Brazil shirt. She was on a mission trip in Brazil, and it was when he was coming to fight Mirko Krokop.
Okay, yep.
So they were instant fans of him, and they said he was same thing, real humble guy. You see him in his interview when he fought Velasquez. You see him, he has a black eye. He's going to see his family, driving around and stuff. I respect that.
Yeah.
Plus, he's like I said, he's a striker. He's a little smaller, I think. I think Frank Mir's really picked up on his weight. But like I said, if they go back and forth, if Mir, and like you said earlier too about getting caught, Mir does not want to get caught by Dos Santos. If he gets caught by Dos Santos, like you said, it's like you taste the blood. It's going to be a ravenous stop. But if Mir can, utilize his boxing, stay safe, be smart, and I think Dos Santos has an underrated ground game too. He trains with Minotauro and all them.
Right. We just never get to see him down there.
All right, Terry, let me wrap it up with this. So, as a heavyweight, that you don't want to get caught, obviously, because you're going against somebody that has the skill to knock you down, daze you, what have you. How do you, in the ring, even thinking about that, or are you just thinking about what you're doing, or do you have to be, man, I got to be careful getting too aggressive, but you're in the heat of the battle. So you tell me, you've been there. What goes through your mind when you're battling a striker? You can knock him out. He knows that if he catches you, he's got the possibility of knocking you out. What goes through your mind in the heat of the battle?
Oh yeah, I was listening to you guys earlier too on that, man. It really is. You made a good point too, because a lot of us guys, everybody has a puncher's chance in the cage.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful. You got to be smart. As fans come into it a lot of times, they always want to see everybody going. And I actually made that mistake in January when I fought Alistair. I was trying to take him down. I actually dropped him, got a little cocky, and let him back up. Figured I'd just knock him back down. And then he went into his clinch, and then I went to go to take him down and caught a knee to the eye.
Yep.
Opened me up real good. They stopped to check it, make sure the blood went on there. But what I should have done at that point was been, okay, look, I know I'm opened up. I got this massive, shot. He's going to stay on that side. But instead, I just get your adrenaline's running, you're rushing. I rush back in, trying to take him back down, and catch him a couple more shots to the eye, and opens up. So you really have to be smart, But even most people, even when you have a game plan, you go in the cage. Sometimes 2 seconds. The first time you get hit, your instincts take over, and I think it's all about just getting the experience, learning how to control yourself, know when to punch, when to move out. That's why you can't just throw it. It's like any other day, you can't just throw a regular street fighter in the cage. I'm sure they're tough. They got chins, but they don't have that quickness, that thinking, that calm down to You know, if it was like that, you could pick any schmo off the street and throw him in there.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hey, Terry, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, man. You got a great future ahead of you. You got your head on straight, man. I commend you for all that. I get, you know what, you come from good stock, it sounds like. Your upbringing was dead on with your mom, for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
All right,
appreciate
buddy.
it.
Have a great day, and thanks for joining us.
This has been a production of SuckItUpUSA.com and EIGProductions.com. Heard exclusively on the Suck It Up Radio Network.